This is Jason with MaxAmps.com. In front of me you can clearly see I've got a pile of chargers and a couple of power supplies. This is the Hyperion line of chargers. Brand new to the hobby, this would be the entry-level model. This is the Hyperion EOS0606i AC/DC charger. This is pretty much as basic as it gets, simple and easy to operate, low cost, and it'll handle most of your needs for those guys that are just getting into the hobby. This charger will do all battery types, 1 to 6 cells, and basically up to a 6 amp charge rate. The only downside to this charger is its low power output. It's only a 50 watt output charger, so you're limited to high charge rates on bigger packs. It's AC/DC powered, so yes, it can be plugged into your wall outlet at home in the garage, or you can simply use the gator clips and clamp onto any 12 volt DC power supply like a car battery, deep cycle marine battery, or if you want, even one of our 12 volt MaxAmps power supplies. Now for the guy that's got some bigger cars and is looking for something a little bit more powerful than this but still real cost effective, that's where the 720i AC/DC NET3 comes in. The 720i will do 7 cells max. It's actually a 20 amp max charger rather than 6 amps max like the little 0606i. This charger, being a little bit bigger, more powerful, has 20 model memory positions, so you can set it up for dealing with 20 different packs. It's got 2 different power settings. If you're on the DC side hooked up to a 12 volt power supply or a car battery, you're going to be looking at 150 watts of power. So for your larger packs, that's the way to charge with this charger. So if you're stuck and only have an AC outlet to use, it's a little bit more than this. It's at 90 watts. So you're not going to get your full charge rates with bigger packs, but it's still going to do a lot more than what this one will do. Now to step up from there, for guys that are really into the hobby and are getting into some big, enormous packs, Hyperion has come out with the EOS1420i. What this consists of is this is basically one big 14 cell max, 20 amp max charge rate charger. It's got 1 charger output lead, but it has 2 balancers built in. With a series connector, you can still charge 2 packs at once. Because a 7 cell tap is the biggest tap out there right now, they'll put 2 7 cell taps on there, so you have 1 for each. This thing will charge single small packs all the way up to 1 big huge pack. The only downside is because of the power that this thing takes to operate, it is DC operated only. This charger does not plug into your wall outlet at home, guys. DC only means it needs a power supply or a 12 volt deep cycle marine battery. Okay, for those of you that want the biggest and the baddest out there right now, this is the Hyperion EOS720i Super Duo 3. This thing is awesome. This charger is basically a DC version of 2 of these put together. Again, DC only. This is 500 watts of output power per side. To get the full maximum juice out of this bad boy, you're going to need a 24 volt MaxAmps power supply. This is the only 24 volt power supply out there right now. You're going to need this to use this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These 2 work great together. What this charger consists of is 2 screens. The old Duos that used to be sold were 1 screen. It was a little bit confusing. They have added 2 screens to this charger, which makes it 100% better than the other ones. Your channel button is still does the same function. You've got channel 1 marked up in the corner, channel 2. Whichever one is flashing, that's a channel you're on. You've got your 2 output leads for channel 1 and 2. Your 2 balance ports are in the front. Get this, the 24 volt MaxAmps power supply, and you have the ultimate and probably the last charging system you'll ever need to buy. So, to break it down, you've got entry level, you've got mid-range, you've got kind of the oddball. This one's made for doing some big packs, 1 at a time, smaller packs, 2 at a time. And last but not least, the Hyperion EOS720i Super Duo 3. DC only, guys, needs 24 volts to get the full power out of her. This is Jason at MaxAmps.com. For any questions, concerns on chargers or battery packs, give us a call. Contact us at MaxAmps.com.